Well, look who's here.
Haranea. Guess we've got you to thank for this mess.
More to it than meets the eye. You want to know who to thank? Come with me.
Can't wait to hear this.
Okay. Some beans are going to be spilled right about now.
Huh? What did you do to your eyes?
Oh, just a flesh wound.
Can you see?
I'm afraid not.
Wow, that sucks. It's a cruel world. Wasn't there one more of you guys?
Yeah, there was.
We lost track of him.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Then quit moping, keep hoping. And in the meantime, handle what's at hand.
Yeah, everyone's got some advice.
So if it's not you we thank,
Oh, thank the demons. Pawns of the Imperial Army.
the army that you fight for.
Fought for. My men and I are in the search and rescue business now.
You mentioned being part of the relief effort. We have a favor to ask.
Ask away.
In light of what you've told us, we can't allow the other passengers to continue on.
Sure, leave him to me. But who's gonna drive the train?
Now that you mention it, yeah. You know anyone?
I do. In fact, I know two. Your new engineers. Biggs and Wedge. No need to worry. They can take a licking.
Only if we have to. What's all this about?
Driving a train to Graulia.
That all.
Well, who would you have me ask?
You got us there.
We'll do it. Hey, really appreciate you going out of your way.
Yeah. No sweat.
Always like this girl.
Hey, thanks for the lift.
We're happy to help. Can't say the climate will be as cooperative, though. You know?
Right, especially the gorge.
The place is freezing. Makes sense what with the ice goddess's cold corpse lying around. It's a rather long ride, so I suggest you bundle up before we ship out. By the way, I bumped into a woman from the manor. Used to serve House Flore. Must have gone off looking for you. Said she had something important to discuss.
With me? Guess I ought to find her then.
So they said the corpse of the goddess. So either this means that the Empire have managed to slay 3 of them and we need to resurrect them or something. Maybe that's how it works. Because I'm thinking the ones that we've dealt with Ramu, Titan, and Leviathan, well, they haven't been slain. We fought them. They lost, but they're still alive, I guess, in whatever way a god can be alive. But yeah, I think the other 3, I guess, have already been killed by the Empire. So we're going to have to see how that's going to work when we get to the next one.
So, you've cut your ties with the Empire?
Yeah. The only way we could help the people was by leaving the army. Lady Aid about had it with them, as it were.
Lady A.
Aranea, the Commodore.
Ah,
Nothing but demons in the capital. Meanwhile, the crystal's just sitting there. No one in the army signed up for this.
what about the civilians?
Hold up in their homes.
They're either lying quiet behind closed doors or lying dead. Your guess is as good as mine.
That's an interesting axe.
We'll be waiting on board. Give us a holler when you're ready to shove off. Shall we?
Yeah.
I don't even know what English accent it is. It's not ready, it's ready. When you're ready to shove off. Interesting. So, can I have more conversation?
The Chancellor is running some circus. The High Commander got the axe. Literally. And the Emperor is no more than a husk at this point. Everyone in charge is gone now. It's total chaos. All hell broke loose in the demon labs.
Elaborate.
Unprogrammed MTs left to run amok. Same for the demons we caught. And now they're everywhere.
They emanate from the Empire?
Yeah. The capital's crawling with them. As if that wasn't bad enough, the bastards are stronger than ever now. It's gotten too far out of hand for the army to deal with. And there's not enough daylight anymore to keep the demons in one place.
And so that's how they got here.
Then there's the crystal they stole, for the good of the people, which never sees the light of day. A lot of good it's doing anyone now, locked away in the Imperial Fortress.
If you intend to linger here a while, might I suggest you take a moment to speak with the people of the manor? I'm sure they'd relish the chance to share their tales of Lady Lunafreya.
Better hear 'em while you can. We won't be coming back soon.
Okay, let's do that. Interesting things are happening. She said even the Emperor's a husk at this point. But look at this. That's why it's so nice to be able to hide the HUD. The new version's going to look great, seriously. And a great track here as well. Again. I kind of wish like the game started from chapter 9. You know what? The more I think about it, it's almost like they've done Final Fantasy 13 backwards in the sense that Final Fantasy 13 started off extremely linear. You got to chapter 11 and everything widened up, so you got as close as you were going to get to like an open world type thing. Obviously nowhere near as open world as this game, but you had a taste of like a wide open expanse with loads of different areas and that kind of thing. And then they kind of made it linear again. This game, it's gone for the wide open and then put you into a linear path. Now, I'm not sure if I would have preferred to have it maybe the other way around. I feel like that in terms of a structure, that wasn't quite so bad. So, I mean, even though since chapter 9 it's been linear, it hasn't felt quite as linear as Final Fantasy 13 did. So, kind of start things off like that to really get the story rolling. Then give us the open world for the middling part, so you can choose however long you want to choose to stay in the open world for. And then kind of just narrow things up again for the ending. So, I don't know. It's almost like it's a little bit backwards. But that's just my opinion. I'll try to elaborate on a little bit more once I get to the end. See if I'm still feeling the same way. Useless. Maybe we'll get some clues as to whether there's any chance of Lunafreya coming back at the end of the story. Because, I mean, surely the Oracle's a little bit more special than that, to be just, like, stabbed to death.
My word. Is that you, Prince Noctis?
Yeah. Have we...
Oh, blessed be the stars. Just look at what a fine young man you've grown into. I am Maria, a retainer in service to House Fleuret. I doubt you'll remember me after these long years.
I can't say I do.
Don't worry. Who I am is of little import in light of what I wish to discuss. Lady Lunafreya risked everything to spirit the ring of the Lucii away from the Citadel. Did she deliver it to you?
Yeah.
Stars above! My fears have been assuaged. Lord Ravus, too, will be overjoyed to hear this news.
Ravus too.
Oh no, was he a good guy all along?
I beg of you, please, see the ringed Noctis on my behalf. Already, my flesh has begun to fail me.
No, I cannot accept it. By your hand. It must be done. To deliver the ring and inspire the king is your calling. You mustn't fall.
But I lack the strength to go on.
Find it, Lunafreya. You have the will. Go to Noctis. Show him the truth of your heart.
I understand you will go hence to the Imperial capital.
Yeah.
Lord Ravus has King Regis's glaive in his safekeeping, and it was his wish to return it to you, my prince. Though I imagine it will not be easy for you to find each other.
I'll get it from him somehow.
I pray it shall be so.
Wow. Ravus, huh? Legend. Okay, so got some interesting information there. I couldn't quite tell where in time that conversation was with Ravus and Luna. Is it before this whole thing really kicked off? Was it right near the end? Not quite sure. Or was it after the events of Leviathan and then she died afterwards, or we don't know if she died afterwards. It's interesting.
About the crystal. Remember how I said it was locked away?
Yeah?
They really don't allow anyone near the thing. The Emperor himself never got close to it. The lab rats had a theory that the crystal posed some kind of threat to the demons. The way they see it, that's the reason the Chancellor had the Emperor go after it in the first place. Dunno, but that theory holds water in my book. Certainly explains why the kings have always guarded the crystal, and how they kept the demons at bay. Long story short, we're stuck in this rut until you go and take back what's yours.
Okay, you're not gonna join us? It would have been nice to have you fill in for Prompto while we're away. Fine. A little bit disappointed, but what can you do? But again, I think this just appeals to the kind of gamer that I am and the kind of games that I enjoy, that I've enjoyed like what's been happening since Chapter 9 more than I have the start of the game. I mean, it's not to say that the stuff before was bad, but since Chapter 9's happened, I really feel like I've been playing the Final Fantasy that I personally have been wanting to play. So, despite the dodgy, pixelated, like floodlights coming through here on the left, wow, above Noctis' head, that looks quite bad. But yeah, if it was to be my perfect game, like if I was designing this game, I probably would have started the game off in this vein, with this kind of style, and then branched out as I got near the end. Obviously, kind of make it linear for the ending of the story, like the last chapter or two, but...
Prince Noctis!
Yeah?
Prince Noctis, were you excited to marry Lady Lunafreya? Because she was really excited to marry you. She looked so happy the day her dress arrived. She really loved you, Prince Noctis.
Thank you.
At first, the father had mourned the fate of his chosen son. Yet in Tenebrae, the two found solace. It was not the Oracle who assuaged their fears, but the girl. She holds the true power.
I have little to offer a king, other than the voice afforded the oracle. Nevertheless... And... I'm afraid you might find this foolish. But... to be together with Noctis again, even if only for a short while, it would mean the world to me. I do not seek to guide him, merely to stand beside him.
Lady Lunafreya worried she was burdening you with the wedding. That's not true, is it?
No, not at all.
Just as we were starting to go over the emotions of Lunafreya, she was nice enough to plunge us right back into the fields.
Will we ever see the dawn again? What has become of our world?
Dawn of the demons.
For so long.
Oh, looks like the night will never end.
But the night is dark and full of terrors, right? Let me just have a quick browse around here in case there's any more items. Expensive enough as it is.
How in the world could something like this happen?
Cosmogony. The ring. Before falling into eternal slumber, the six bequeathed unto man one last treasure, a ring. Yet who among us was fit to possess this gift of the gods? After some time, the ring was transferred to the hands of a man blessed with powers divine, ultimately developing the mark identifying one fit to rule.
Perhaps this is the way it ends.
I listened to Lady Lunafreya's address on the radio. To think she gave that speech in the very place she was supposed to be wed. I can only imagine how she must have felt.
I can't believe my eyes. What do we do now? How could something like this happen? Is the capital okay?
Is the manor badly damaged?
It's seen better days. So have the civilians. They've been through a lot.
And the Chancellor's the one who put them through it.
Put us through a hell of a lot too. He never gets in our way. But he sure loves messing with us. Well, there's a good chance he got his hands on Prompto. Just hope he doesn't mess with him too bad. Ravus didn't have it much better than Lady Lunafreya.
Pity we never got the chance to talk things out. Hopefully, His Majesty's glaive awaits us in the capital.
Should be, as long as Ravus has it on his person. Just hope the Chancellor isn't awaiting us too. Still can't believe House Fleuret has reached the end of its family line.
It's rather strange. Lady Gentiana has not graced us with her presence as of late. Perhaps she has no reason to stay, now that the blood of the Oracle is no more. Like her, others will eventually leave, and the land of Tenebrae will be lost to memory.
Man, this is so sad. What the hell did they do to deserve this? Seriously.
I guess we should give up on the capital.
Yeah, ought to find somewhere safer to hawk our wares.
Sounds like the lab in Grolly is a real mess.
Grandma, I want to go home.
Well, dear, right now we don't have a home to go back to.
Okay, we get the message. We've got to help these people out. We've got to bring back the lights. And we've got to help finish the job that Luna started. Okay. So really needs to talk to this guy.
The Empire has declared Lord Ravus a traitor and sentenced him to death. I believe the attack on the manor was further punishment.
Let me just check that the recording's still live. Yeah, it's been over 3 hours. Wow. Okay. But I'm just like, I have to know what's going to happen next, so I've got to push on here. Alright guys, let's do it.
Ready to depart. Just swapped out the damage cards for some new ones. Give one of us a holler when you're ready to shove off, then.
Dining car's open, if you need a break.
No, I'm just about ready to shove off.
Shall we shove off, then?
Climb aboard.
All aboards.
Don't worry about the civilians. They're in my good hands. Can't say the same for you. Watch yourselves in the capital.
We will.
Thanks, Aranea. We'll see you around. It's snowing.
Get your ass on board.
Yes, sir.
So now we're heading towards what, the glacial one? Okay. Gorava's Rift. A frozen ravine where the fallen Shiva lies. Yay. Love me some Shiva. A solitary railroad carved through its unforgiving snowscape. With Biggs and Wed driving, the train makes its slow and steady way towards the Imperial capital. Okay. There's not that many summons in this game, I guess. There weren't that many in 13 either. I think there was like one for each character, right? It's like 6 or something. 6 or 7. I think there's 6 here as well, based on what we've seen. There was Bahamut as well, still to come. And I forget who the 6th is.